Hey everybody, this is Joshua Greenwood with Alexander Global Media, and this is actually the second part of my how to completely install Interspire from the ground up, from A to Z tutorial video. Okay, now in the last video we did the FTP, we installed it onto the server, we pretty much did everything. Once the FTP is complete, what you're going to do is you're going to go to your actual website that we set up. In this case, it was inboxsolutions.info. And what you're going to see is you're going to see this. It's going to say Interspire Email Marketer, and it's going to have some information here. Now, what we're going to want to do is we're going to go ahead and fill in the blanks. So for the contact email address, it's actually blank right here. But what we do is I usually just go ahead and I put contact at whatever the name of the domain is. So in this case, it would be contact at inboxsolutions.info. Now, for the administrator username, which is also blank, I usually just put admin because it's just really easy to remember. Now, your password, I mean, you could put whatever you want in that username. I mean, it could be like, for instance, Joshua, for instance, whatever. Okay. Choose a password. Okay. Let's see here. Let's put our password in. Password could be whatever you want it to be. Okay, and then it's going to say right here, I want to use a MySQL database or I want to use a PostSQL database. All right, now we've already set up the MySQL from the last video, and we did that by simply going into our account under the cPanel right here. And what we did is we went right into right here where it has our account, inboxsolutions.info. We went into the cPanel, we clicked that button, and as soon as we click that button, remember you're going to scroll down and you're going to see where it says MySQL databases. So once you go ahead and click on that button, then remember from the last video we've already created the actual MySQL database. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and copy this right here where it says database. I'm going to hit Control C for copy. And remember, I used client 1 and client 1 for everything, for the database and the name. So right here is all you need to copy. So that's why I do it. I do that for everything when I create the database so that it's really, really easy to remember. So what I do is once I've copied that, I go back to the email marketer, and then I'm going to click I want to use a MySQL database, and then you're going to click on I have already created a MySQL database. And then what you're going to do is you're going to copy and paste the that information right here. So database user, you'd put that in, client one underscore client one, and then create a okay, the database password, it's the password that you created when you actually created the database. And then you're going to go ahead and click the database name, which all you do is basically copy and paste the same exact thing. It'll be the exact same identical thing as the user, because remember the username and the password were the same, so it's client underscore one, client under one. Okay. You leave this where it says database host name, localhost, and database table prefix. You leave those alone. Okay, don't touch those, and just simply click continue. All right. Now that we have successfully logged in, it has our user ID, the password, and all we got to do is click log in now. Now, as you can see, this has not been private labeled yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and private label it. It's one of the very first things that I do when I get in here. So we put in the username, and the password. Go ahead and log in. And what we're going to do is we've logged into the account. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go up here to settings. And we're going to click on private label settings. Now you could put whatever you want in here under the application name. We're going to put powered by Alexander Global Media, the name of my company. So like I said, you could put anything that you want here, powered by your sheer awesomeness, whatever. Okay, let's see here. Let's put the name of the domain right here in the default HTML footer. And then what we'll do is put the powered by, make some little aesthetic changes here. And then what we're going to do is right here, the application logo, we're going to go ahead and change that. So what we're going to do is click Browse. And I have a file folder in my Dropbox with all my banners and everything. So we'll go ahead and click on the banner that we want. We click Open. And here is for your favicon. And favicons are a really cool thing. I mean, it's just a little way to personalize your account. For me, I've got a little American flag. But if you want to create a favicon, actually, let me go ahead and finish this. That's all you need to do. All you need to do is then click Save. All right, now that we click Saved, as you can see, it's been completely changed. As you can see here at the top, it says Powered by Alexander Global Media. Right here it has our new banner, and the favicon showed up, my American flag, right here in the corner. Now, if you want to get a favicon for your website, there's a really cool website you can go to. It's, let's see here. Um, all right, it's favicon.cc. It's a favicon.ico generator. And pretty much you could just really upload a favicon into this area, and once you've uploaded your picture, you can edit it and then download the favicon. And then so when you want to basically personalize your account, right here all you got to do is then upload that file. It's going to be a .ico file. So once we have went ahead and we have created the private label settings, pretty much almost everything is set up. Really, the only thing that you need to do at this point in time is you need to go ahead and, let's say, create a contact list. So we're going to go ahead and create a list name. We'll call it openers and clickers. And then you could have the owner's name, reply to email, bounce email. Now, for the reply to email, I usually have a an actual different account here. Like, for instance, I'll have like a Yahoo account, like a throwaway account. And the reason is because you don't want everybody to reply to or bounce back to your actual domain, because what it's going to do is you're going to create a feedback loop with the bandwidth of the server. It's just going to cause a lot of issues. So just don't do that. Create a, take you 5 seconds, go create a Yahoo account, open it up, and put it there. That way you'll basically filter all that stuff. All right. Now that we've done this, I don't know if you can hear that popping in the background. I'm sorry, I'm sitting right by my fireplace. All right. And then once you've created that, created the list, now what we're going to do is we need to go ahead. We're not going to upload that particular list yet. We're going to go ahead and start uploading our suppression database. That's the very, very, very first thing that you want to do. So what we do is we click on contacts and we scroll down here to where it says suppress an email or domain. And then click a file you want to upload. And then we would find the file and then click save. Pretty much this is it. Once you have uploaded that, all your suppression data, all the spam traps, abuse complaint emails, everything. Once you've uploaded all of those, then what you want to do is you want to go, once you finish that, completely finished it, then you go back here to contacts and then click on import contacts from a file. And then you're going to click on the name of the file that you want to import into. You click next. and then basically you're going to import, your email addresses that you want for that particular file. Once you've done that, then really all you need to do is create an email and create an email campaign. I mean, that's it. So, I mean, you create an email campaign by simply clicking on where it says email campaigns, create an email campaign. And you create a HTML or text. Personally, I just do a plain text, but I mean you could do either or. It really doesn't matter. It's really just dependent on your preferences, how good you want it to look. I mean, we've got some Mac Daddy HTML templates in here, so I mean they've got pretty much every single solitary type of template that you can think of. I mean, look at this. This is a pretty, awesome looking template right here. It's very very professional, business like. So, this is a template that I use quite often as well. So once you've created your email campaign and you've created your subject line, I mean, really the only thing left to do is schedule your email campaign. And to schedule your email campaign, you actually need to configure cron, which I'm actually glad I just remembered that. So we go back to settings, and you're going to click on cron settings right there under settings. And what cron settings is going to allow you to do, it's going to allow you to actually schedule your email. So you want to click on yes, I want to enable cron support. And then what you're going to do is it says cron command to run, and it says code. You don't want to change any of that. You just simply copy and paste that. So we'll hit Control C for Control Copy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and change these down here to 1 minute instead of being 10 minutes. We're just going to put 1 minute. We're going to go ahead and leave that for the bounce processing at 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 minute, and then 1 minute. And we'll leave the maintenance process disabled. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to go back into our cPanel. Remember, we're going to go back into the cPanel of the server. Click on the cPanel button right here for the actual account. It's going to take us right in here. And then what you're going to do is once you get into this section right here of cPanel, you're going to scroll all the way down, and you're going to click on this little thing right here that says cron jobs. You click on cron jobs, and then what you're going to do is you're going to go down, and you're basically right here where it says common settings. You're going to click on every minute, and then you're going to click on the command line, and you're going to simply paste Control V into that section the code that was inside your account. Remember this code right here, you're going to simply copy and paste that right into this section, and you click on add new cron job. Now you have successfully created a cron job. That's it. All you got to do is go back into your account, and then you click save. Now, once you have saved your cron job, now you can actually schedule your email campaigns for any day you want in the future. So let's say I wanted to set up a campaign for next Tuesday at 9 o'clock in the morning. And I've got a meeting that morning, and I don't have time to sit there and manage it. And so I just basically put it on autopilot. And so I, create my email campaign. I schedule it for 9 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday. Okay, this will basically enable it so that next Tuesday it goes out. Now, before you start emailing, and really after you can create your email campaign, you can upload all your contact lists, you can do all that. But what you absolutely need to remember is before you ever get started with anything, okay, you need to contact your server company by really just emailing their support. And what you want to do is right here at the name of your domain, you want to send them an email that basically says the following. Go ahead and email them and just say, dear support, Okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to put Dear Support, I need the following domains to be set up in the PTR for RDNS ASAP. Okay, and then list whatever domains that you have, okay, that you want to, and make sure that you basically install all of your domains first, okay, and then go ahead and send them this email. Okay, you have to send them this email, and you have to get a confirmation that the RDNS has in fact been set up for that particular account. The best way to do that is you can go to a website called mxtoolbox.com, and mxtoolbox.com is an RDNS checker, and you can look up even blacklists. All you got to do is just look up the name of the domain, and really that's it. And it will check up the RDNS if the RDNS has in fact been set up. And so what you want to do is you want to make sure that it's set up before you send out any emails, okay? You have to do this before you send out any emails, because if you do not set up the RDNS, you're pretty much gonna get blocked by almost every single ISP in the world, and it can be a very quick way to get your IP address or domain blacklisted, because they're going to automatically assume that you are a spammer, because a lot of spammers will always mask their RDNS. So that's a reverse DNS. That means that your DNS and the forwarding DNS of the different server or ISP that you're emailing can communicate, properly with one another, and basically it is essential. So make sure that after you've uploaded your suppression databases and you've uploaded your email lists, that you have in fact emailed your support department and told them, I need you to add the following domains to the PTR, for RDNS, and please notify me once this has been completed. So yeah, at the end here I would say, please notify me. Please notify me when these changes have been implemented. Okay, that's it. Once you've gotten confirmation, and the RDNS will take probably, I would say about, it takes about 24 hours. So once they've actually set up the RDNS, you need to wait around 24 hours, okay, for the RDNS to completely propagate through the entire internet. Once it has propagated for 24 hours, then you could start sending your emails. So that is it. If you want to add users or really do anything else with this, you just need to watch our other tutorial videos. But as far as an actual explanation of how to set, up the account from A to Z, this is really it. This is all you need to, know how to do. And, to add the users and groups, all you got to do is just go up here to, users and groups. And, like in the last video, you're going to create a user group, and you create the user group, and then you create a user, and that's it. So watch my other video if you need a detailed explanation of this, because I go over that in my other videos. Alright, well that's all. I hope that this tutorial has really helped you out as much as I enjoy creating it. So I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much, and I wish you guys great success on the internet.